They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And for Darius Dice, this is his first NFL carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Hey, gotta go, guys.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is Johnson. He's got it. A gain of 11 and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They go to Johnson again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Hurry, hurry.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky's first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
Here's Smith now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week 1. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, Coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come on,
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Move.
On 1st down, Trubisky. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Come on, gotta go.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Move. Come on, gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down, it's Smith. He's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
Redskins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeremy Maclin, 29 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on second down is Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown in a Washington uniform. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, come on.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is complete. It's Marshall. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Smith now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry!
Now Trubisky. They still can't get him. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Marshall, the intended receiver.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Again, a run with Thompson. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll hand it down to Geis. And an alley to run. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The backup Ron Kelly, his first carry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain. Stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Benson Mayowa, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Set, line, 80!
Third and long, it's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
hurry, hurry!
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Robert Ayers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Smith looking to throw on second down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry, hurry.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Move, move. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. Underneath for Johnson. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Single, slot. Hey, you're on either.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, it's Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hassan Reddick in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.